Here's the time. Date timestamp. The numbers are reverse on the screen. Saturday, 9:40:05 seconds, the year 2025. Second month, February, 8th day. Here's the fingers. So, Friday trade. In this video, shall go over these points here. Have a PowerPoint with the sermon this morning. Abundance feel, vid Pono, shake out, wait 3 hours, and quick move catch bottom excitement. This is Friday here with the red line, and there you get the it's Friday with the red line, then the line, and that line. Yesterday, well, the market is in an uptrend. Go to the daily. And pinch out. This is the euro US dollar. And down here, this is where the brother got into a losing trade the previous week and took a $265 loss, but it happened to be at the end of a 5-wave pattern on the 15-minute. It's also a 5-wave pattern on the daily here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a failed 5. It opened at Friday. The market was down here. It had come up. So the brother got out of the trade right here, thinking that the market was going to continue down and gap. So the brother just took the $265 loss, or drawdown. There's a drawdown. And the market opened up Sunday and it gapped up, and then it came down and filled the gap right here. And then the market just took off. And it took off. Well, actually, this is yeah. And then it took off, had a small retracement, and then took off for a wave 3. This would be the bottom of wave 5. Now it's going up for an A wave. It's going up for an ain't coming back wave. Is this right here is the main bottom right here at the week. Here's the weekly. And here's the top resistance here. It just broke through. Bam! Supposedly there should be a pullback and a continuation all the way on up. Because on the monthly, we have an A, B, and a C progression. This is a trend right here. This is a trend. All this down here is a trend. It's going one direction. And then it had an up, and it had an A, B, C for the B. And now it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C. This is an Elliott wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 all combined into one sharp V point. Explosive up for an A wave. And then the B, and then projecting on the C. That's the anticipation. So once again, the brother did not get into the trade because this didn't come down and all the way. It didn't get the gap all the way. Go to the 15-minute. Put a little mark here. Just put it right here. Brother's going to go down to the 1-minute chart. This is going to get real big at the 1-minute chart. Now, this is the MT4 platform. So it has to go all the way back. There's March 6th at the bottom of the screen. that was the blue line right there. That's the monthly line that it broke. Here's a gap here. Now that tells me right, there's the gap fill. Okay, there it is right there. This is Sunday then. Go to the line. I don't know. Maybe that's not. Let's just go back here. There's that little. Huh. I know that this is the point, so that little arrow's not showing up here. I put an arrow on the 15-minute chart to show. So it must have been the wrong spot. Could have been. So it gapped up on Sunday. This is actually the gap right here. Gapped up, came, filled the gap, and brother was waiting for it to fill the gap all the way. It got to be around 1 o'clock in the morning. There it is. It is filled there now. It's filled there. It did. It came down and then finally filled. It went down, almost filled it. Then it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Brother said, the hell with this. Just go to bed. So his brother was tired. So it did come down and fill the gap. It went down even further. And then from there, it just took off. It never came back. It went up, 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 up. It's a little sideways, but it's all going up. To where it's at today. Now go back to the... Anyway, so that's the trade the brother missed. Anyway, it went up for about 2 or 3 days, because here's the daily. When it took off, it went down, had the bottom down there. Well, you gotta remember to get the arrow going here. Came down, filled in Sunday's gap plus extra. And here's the losing trade the brother got into because he thought it was going to go up. Came down. He was actually $280 in the drawdown, $280, which was I think seems like the brother had 50 cents, 5 mini lots, which is 50 cents per trade, which is $5 a pip. Or it could have just been a $2 trade, but it went down quite a bit. Over here's the numbers. Brother can see where it went down. And it was another one of those trades where the brother, as soon as he got into it, it went up in a little bit of profit and then wham, went all the way down. Which brother is noticing that's a habit. That's a pattern that the brother's starting to see with the self. He gets into trades too early. Puts the trade in too early and doesn't wait long enough. And it ends up, bam. Immediately reversing all the time. Does this every time. It's like the brother knows exactly when there's going to be a top in the market, and it actually does turn. But the problem is the brother thinks that it's going to continue on with the trade. That's the problem. So the exact opposite is always happening with Russell. Anyway, so it went up for, on the daily chart, it went up for, and this right here is 3 days down. This is classical charting pattern recognition. Usually goes 3 days down. And that's known as a fair value gap in between that small bar and that small bar. It's just straight clean. There's no price action going up into it. No price action going down into it. It's just a solid bar. It's called fair value gap. So it filled the gap. Just like on the Sunday 1 minute chart, it filled the gap here and then it just kept going. And here's the blue line, the weekly line on the month, or the monthly line on the monthly chart. There's actually a blue line underneath here. There it is. Just happened to be right next to the weekly also. That's going to be moving because the weekly chart is actually up higher now. Top of the weekly chart's actually way up here. Brother has to adjust all the charts again, so there's the top of the weekly. Just throw it up there, and then the top of the purple is going to be at the well, that could be, well, yeah. Anyway, just throw it up there for now. Brother's just going to throw it up there. Get to it later. So it's moved up for 1 day. This is the first green day also right here. It closed way up above first green day, which is a signal to get into the trade. And that would be a small dump, ready for the pump and break. So look at all these fair value gaps in between the top of this candle and the bottom of this candle. And the gaps are usually broken, are usually revisited. Revisited. Reason being is because there's money. There's money here. Traders are down here. Whenever there's a gap, whenever there's a gap, that's evidence that people are in the money because they got into a trade right here on the pullback, and boom, they're in the money. Boom, these traders are in the money, but these traders down here got in at this pullback here are double in the money. Plus, this is the major monthly resistance line that was broken. This blue line here. Major monthly resistance. This whole pattern here on this daily and on the monthly is like a classical charting snake compression area. So it finally made its breakout, its higher high. Now it should have a pullback, come back down into here. Probably to fill the gap just below the blue line, and then it's going to explode. It is going to take off for the monthly to get to the monthly C. On the monthly C. Right here. Here's the blue line on the monthly. A, B. Put that B back down. Whoops. Another brother has to get this B here. There it is. Now we can close it, shut the dots. So, A, B, headed for C. This is 1,700 pips away. 1,700. 1,700 pips. So if the brother can catch this trade on the pullback, then this is the only drawback is that it's 1,700 pips, but it's 7 months away is the projected time. Because here, this move right here, the bottom here to the top there for the A wave, when the movements are counted, each monthly movement, it went down here, there's a pin hammer, another pin, doji, this is a reversal. So at the bottom of this month, there's month 1, it went up, came down a little bit, doji, there's a little spike at the bottom of it, doji. Traders are now getting into the market to go the other way. These traders are starting to realize it's coming up, so they're selling off. Or they're getting in because it's driving it down. They're getting in, thinking, it's just a pullback. Let's go back down further. These monthly traders see the pan, so they're getting in and driving it up. So there's 1 month, this doji, white doji bar. Here's month 2. Now here's a fair value gap from the top of that right there. That's that wick from there to there. So it didn't come back. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6, month 7, month 8, month 9, month 10. That was 10 months just to go here. That's almost a full year. This is a C wave, and usually C waves are explosive, so it might reach up here in 3 or 4 months. Just come down for a retest, and then just boom, 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 boom. Could be. See, we can see these monthly movements here. Here's a big black bars that came down in a big way. Took a lot to go up, and then it came down. Boom! Especially when it's coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a full year. Whereas it took virtually a year and a half, 2 years just to go this little bit right here. That's probably around 20, 24 bars right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's 23 bars, 2 years for it to move in a correction, kind of like an ABC correction, and then bam, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one year for a big move like a C wave. So anyway. So going back to the daily, and then go back to the 15-minute chart. So the brother missed the bus on that one, but there could be a pull-up, a pullback. So anyway, so the brother, here's Thursday or Friday's trade once again, where the brother got into the trade here. It started going up in profit, and then bam. immediately reversed and just kept going. Came back up a little bit. And then bam. And the brother was down $285 in the account. This was a 40 pip move. Brother remembers now. 40 times 5 is $200. Oh, it was a 6.5. It was actually a 6.5 mini lot, which is $6.50. So 6 times 4 is 6 times 4 is 24. So that's plus the 50 cents. So 240 plus the 50 cents brought it to 285. It was down here. It was at 283 exactly. So the brother just stayed up all night and waited all day for it to keep coming back. It went back up here. Yeah. And this is where the brother, I think the brother got out of the market, something like that. No, that was the previous trade. Anyway, so it went up, came down, and then it just started to slowly creep back up. And when it got back up here to break even, that's where the stop loss was at, right? Or that's where the trade was put on, right around up in here. Right in here. I think the brother probably got in right here because this was a pullback. So it could have been brother got in, but anyway. So the brothers, now it's Friday. The brother stayed up all Thursday, now he's staying up Friday. Waiting for the trade to go, to keep coming back. And this is when the brother started getting into it. The next subject. The next subject to the video is breathing and prana, abundance feeling, with Pono. And this right here, this subject was covered, or that was touched upon, instead of saying covered, touched upon. Wait 3 hours, and yeah. That's the reason why the brother got into this previous trade. That's Brother Waters on YouTube. In Living Waters, the black African Jamaican, breathe in that good ass prana, baby. That's where the brother remembers the prana. So go back to the trade. So the brother started watching, go back to the YouTube. Now the brother started watching YouTube videos. And it was these type of YouTube videos that the brother has been getting into. Go up here to the tabs. And it's the Chosen One videos. All these Chosen One videos. Get the pictures coming up. There's a picture. There's a picture. There's a picture. And these are all based on a mixture of Western and Eastern religion. The Kundalini and the Jesus God. But nevertheless, so getting back to the trade, as the brother was trading, it came back, the losing trade down here was, that can be brought up because this is the weekly and the monthly, so we can bring those up there. It'll probably be around there. So purple is weekly, the weekly bottom. Orange is the weekly top. Once again, the brother got was down $283 on Thursday. Or, no, Thursday. It came back, made kind of like a railroad track here. The same size bars, black and a toothpicks. Some people call them chopsticks. They're two similar sized bars. Came back down, and then it slowly creeped up. And so as it was creeping up, the brother was watching Chosen One videos. And all of a sudden, the brother started getting into the Pono move. The Pono. And the brother started realizing that every time he started, especially when it came up into here, when he started getting close, every time it came up, oh yeah. So let's go back to the breathing. First, let's start off with the breathing. So the brother started breathing the good ass prana. And he closed his eyes and went out of worry and doubt and unbelief and just went into straight visualization. Where does the brother want the trade to go? So he brought it, and these are 15-minute charts, within an hour, after it came up here, these right here, these 3 bars, within an hour it went, or 45 minutes, all of a sudden, just as the brother closed the eyes and started breathing in, slowly for 5 seconds and slowly for 5 seconds out, and bam. Then it went back down, and then the brother was at a minimal loss here and thought upon getting out, but didn't. So as it started coming back up in here, then it went into the Pono mode from watching. Yeah, and this one right here was the frequency video. The brother was watching this video here. Go back to the Chosen One videos. There's a brainwave. It's called the Genius Brainwave video. It's probably down here on the other. Here it is, the brainwave, the genius wave. Brother listened to this for hours, all day. Genius wave, theta brainwave, activate. Super brain, 7 minutes. This is 7-minute salt trick for the brain. And come to find out, and listening to this, there's all kinds of low noise, low volume, but high-pitched noises that are happening, and there's actually music being played inside here, or with the noise. And so the brother went into that theta wave where the brother was improvising music. And the brother became really conscious to it right there in the moment. And the brother had been here before, but wasn't fully conscious and comprehending everything going on with the universal energy. But the brother went into the theta wave and was improvising, joyfully improvising. So now I'll go back to the trade. So once again, as the trade was coming up, once again down here at 283 in the drawdown. It started coming up. It made a wick, and the brother figured it was probably going to come down. Sure enough, it did. Because whenever there's wicks, that's usually the pattern that changed directions. So it started coming up. So here's the break of the previous high. This would be a short squeeze right down here being played out. It broke, it came back, and then it kept going. But it wasn't an explosive move. This was a slow motion squeeze. Because this is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. This right here is around 10 o'clock. Because the brother remembers this thing moved late. It was past the timing window, which is these red line, orange line, and there's a green line over here. These are timing windows. This is the Asian session, which starts at Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. or 1600 military. This is the London session for Pacific Standard Time, which starts at 11 p.m. or 2300 military. This is the New York, which starts at 5 a.m. or 0500 military. So this trade started coming down right here. It broke because the brother was in the trade up here, but it broke right here. It was around 10 o'clock. So it was 2 hours past the timing window, because the end of New York, each one of these timing windows is 3 hours. They're good for 3 hours. The timing window, the movement happens within 3 hours from the line. So here's movement, 3 hours. So, but this one didn't move much, but this is a 70 pip range right there. It stayed in the range, and that was a first time. Anyway, so getting back to the Pono, it was slowly creeping up, and the brother was listening to the Chosen One videos, all kinds of different ones now, instead of the theta brainwave, because the brother stopped listening to the theta brainwave around here and needed some variety. So he's listening to Chosen One videos, and the brother is resonating with everything being said and feeling so wonderful. And then it goes into the Pono mode, which Pono is everything that's words being spoken on the video line up with actions that happen personally or in the moment. Actions that happen in the moment. And examples for actions are, the brother was going up, and then it reversed and came down on a black candle. And the brother there would be a fear thought that entered the brain. And as soon as the fear thought entered in, a voice on the video mentioned fear. And then when it went back up, the emotions and the feelings with the body and the thoughts with the body were one of elation. And the word would automatically say trust. In exactly the same split second, there's a coordinates between the two. Between that which is spoken on the video, which represents AI, or the boy energy, the thought energy, or it could be the body. The roles can reverse. The brother would have to study it more. And so this happened. Every time the brother had a fear moment, all of a sudden the video said, gave a clue word and mentioned, and go into fear mode. And then when it started going up, it mentioned, and it didn't just use the word fear all the time. It used similar words that described fear, or similar words that described trust. And also at the same time, it was saying, your treasure is coming, which was telling me that this was going to keep going. Because here's the line right here where the brother got into the trade. This white line. That's at the same level. And as soon as it got into here, the brother got shaken out of the trade, because look at this big black one. Because now it's getting at 11 o'clock, which is the London session starts. This orange line here, it went up and then it started coming down, and the brother got scared out of the trade because he thought the new session that the trade was going to reverse and come back down here and be at $385 plus. Who knows when the brother would have got out of the trade. He probably wouldn't have allowed it to go that far this time. He would have probably got out of it, got around in here. He would have got shaken out, really shaken out. But the brother got out of the trade. And then he kind of said, well, it started kind of going up and down here. And so the brother got into the trade, put on 2 lots. Then he got shaken out again. He knocked it down to 50 cents, reduced the trade level, and then it got up and reduced it down to 1 cent, and then finally just got out. And then he went to bed. Said, the hell with it, just go to bed. But during the night, at the 1 o'clock hour, okay, it went back up here, and this right here is 1 o'clock, which is 2 hours after the 11 o'clock London opening, this orange line. And this right here, move right there, was exactly 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, it went boom. No, in 2 minutes, it went up to here. In 2 minutes, it went up to here. And the brother can show that. Go to the 1 minute chart. So here it is. Get another arrow. Here's the big drawdown right here. It came up. It broke up a little bit here at 11 o'clock. The orange line is not on here for some reason. Anyway, here it is. And it had a big drawdown bar on the 1 minute chart, and so it came down, and it went up, and then it came down again, it went up, and it really went down. I think the brother put in 2 lots right here. But anyway, so here's the 2 minute bars. The 2 minute bars, one to there and one to there. And this orange line is fairly where the brother break even. That's the break even line. And so the brother remembers it was at 0, 8, and 11 is where the brother got in at. And that's right around down in here. And this went all the way up to 0, 8, around 0, 8, probably 0, 8, 60, because it kept going all the way up. It actually went up to 70. That might be 30 right there. But at $5 a pip, this would have been at least $150 into the profit, which the Chosen One videos were saying, trust, because the universal energies, although the brother had entered a trade by mistake or, through tough learning, no, so that was the top. That was the top. So that was the 70 pip move. It went up to around 70 or 80, right up around. And here, there's the price up there. Look at it closely. It says 1.0887, around there. Brother can hardly see it though, because he's in the tub and he's 2 foot from the smartphone. But it went up and then immediately came down. Within 2 minutes, so this was a 2 minute trade. This was 2 minutes. It broke, bam, 1, 2. It went up 70 pips in 2 minutes. That was like a poof, 2 minutes. That's a quick move. So if the brother would have just he went to bed at 1 o'clock because it was coming down. See here, it was coming down. He went to bed at 1 o'clock, and this is one of those same moves right here that it did in the next day, a reversal move that the brother will talk upon. But anyway, and that would have been a 6.5 times 70 pips. Go to the calculator. If the brother would have got out, because it was bedtime, 6 point times 70 pips. That would have been a $450 cash out. But the brother, especially when the wick started coming down, it probably would have chopped it down to around 400, which the brother would have got all the money back that he lost for the past week. But anyway, go back to the subject matter. So brother, the abundance feeling. To feel abundance, the Chosen One videos were talking upon that. Brother got shook out, and then the brother had an email, and there was an email from a subscription that talked upon a shakeout, which is exactly the universe confirming that the brother. But this is the first time being that conscious with the universal energy. The first time during that trade. So. And then the next day, this trade happened. The brother only lost $3. $4 at the most. But we had the news, unemployment claims came in lower than expected, and it spiked up, and then it came down immediately, and then it went up, and then it went down. And brother figured it was going to go down because it was in a 1, 2, 3 day cycle. It's classical charting. Squeeze, pump and dump. Brother got into a trade right here. Got into various trades with like 50 cents. Got a little profit, and then came down here, got out. Came down here with a 4-cent trade on. And then it broke structure. Looked like it was going to go down. And then it started creeping back up, and as soon as it got right here, the brother automatically got out of the trade with a minus $3. Because when it got right here, it started slowly creeping up 1 minute at a time, 1 minute at a time. And so go back here. Get rid of this arrow. That was the previous trade. I'm looking for the... Maybe that was the... Go to the 5 minute. Overcoming anxiety. Yeah, there was the high right here. That was the 70 pip move. $455. That's $455 for a Pontiac. Here's the news. It spiked up, came down, and right here is where the brother wants to put an arrow there to mark it. Now go to the 1 minute. Brother wants to show the 1 minute, how it was creeping up 1 minute at a time. So that's it. Here it is. The brother was in a, right in here, the brother was in a 4-cent trade, and it broke. Here's the bottom line down here. It broke down as though it was going to go. In 1 minute, it just starts slowly creeping back up for a retrace. And as soon as it got here, 2 more minutes. Look, it did exactly a 2-minute move, just like it did back here for the previous night. And this is the universe giving witness to the same type of move that the brother missed out on. And then here the universal energy through the bankers. But the brother was in the trade to go the other direction. But it did the same thing again. And usually, this is a pattern. Usually the bankers shall, so that was actually a shakeout move for traders that went short down here over the previous one. It just totally knocked traders out, took their stop losses, gave them great losses. But here the same thing happened again. And that the brother was already set up to close the trade, didn't have to do any extra clicks. The brother saw it coming back, so it immediately went to the trade thing. Had the trade window open right here. And whenever there's trades on, the brother can get ready. And then and just hover on the close video. So there is no arrows to be able to show, but here's the $3, the 3 last trades all in red. There's the $3 4-cent trade right here. It has a 0.04 trade. And the brother was ready and saw, as soon as it got close to 0, it went down to, actually said minus $1.17, and the brother immediately clicked close the trade. But it was moving so fast, those 2 1-minute marks, it was moving so fast that the $1.17 that it showed on the closeout, it had actually moved another $2 before it finally closed. Otherwise, the brother would have been out 70 pips times 4, which is basically $30. He would have been $30 into the bad, and probably would have, might have got out for a loss or got scared out. But then immediately wicked and started coming back down, so right there. And then it just stayed in the trading range all fucking morning, just like the previous day. It stayed in the trading range for 3 hours, the full 3-hour window, because here's the green line. The green line right here, the market opens up. Here, there's the new unemployment claims were low, so that means it rose. Because here's the Euro US dollar symbol. The US dollar's on the right hand side of these initials here. EU EUR is euro, US dollar. So the first one, the direction going up, is the strength of the euro. And the second one, USD, is the strength of the dollar to go down. If news is negative, unemployment rates came out negative, they were under, they were in the red. It was predicted to be 145,000 and it came out 77,000. So that's negative for the dollar, so it's going to go opposite direction. This is up in direction to the euro. That's what it did. It spiked up. Then it came down and then just started going in a range. And this white bar is the 2 minutes that quickly, bam! And the brother got out of the 4-cent trade, luckily. But it really wasn't luck. The brother had anticipated it coming back and was thinking, because it had already done some comebacks up here and shaking out some 50-cent trades and 40-cent trades up here with small profits, though. So then it just stayed in here for the whole 3-hour range. And then it came down, broke lower, and the brother was thinking, they're going to do another 10 o'clock fucking bust a move and then take off. But they never did. It got to be around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and the brother said, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. The brother said, just shut it down and stop trading. So the brother did, and then it just dropped down 3 more, and then that's the closing. 2 o'clock Friday afternoon is the Pacific Standard Time, is market close. So anyway, here's the orange line here for the top. So brother's going to take it up here, put it at the top. That's top of the week. And this right here, bottom of the week, this was Friday. It's probably going to be a down around in here. That's probably it. Yeah. That's let's see, Monday, or that was last Friday. No, Thursday, that was Thursday. The brother's got to go to the weekly. Oh shit, that might be the bottom. Oh, this is a new week. Oh, that might need to still be down here at the bottom. Oh yeah, because it moved that far for the whole week. So the brother Ashley needs to bring this trade all the way back. This purple line needs to go all the way back down. So let's go to the 1 hour chart. That was the bottom of the week down there. Well, actually, this will be the 5. This is day 1 in between these white lines right here, these dotted lines. This is Friday. In between this dotted line and this dotted line is Thursday. This is Wednesday here. This is Tuesday, and this is Monday. So this day is the actual bottom for the week. There. Now, that's the end of the video. So needless, turn that one off. Those arrows are just to be able to show the video, be able to reveal everything going on in the video. So that's it for the trade. So adios. Tap on the red.